Black 14! Black 14! Down, ready! Ready, go! Here we go, ready! Black 18! Black 18! 95, 96 bridge! 95, 96 bridge! Where did he go? Ready, ready! Wide 53! Wide 53! Go, go! Down, ready! Wide 80! Wide 80! Ready, go! Down, ready! Blue 20! Ready, go! Ready! Ready, go! Ready!
Glad to have you with us from the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, and Hancock Whitney Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Troy Trojans and the South Alabama Jaguars. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The Trojans ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So South Alabama's offense will be first on the attack. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
That's caught. It's Woods. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Jaguars are in the hurry-up. They want to run this quarterback. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Jaguars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Jaguars!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Trojans' offense will now get its first chance with the football. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. The run inside. It's Griffin. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Crowder. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, it's the first 3rd down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Goes to the option. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's a play you may look back on when this thing's all said and done as a key play in the game. 4th down, one the offense absolutely has got to be able to come up with. And I love the play call because you're going option and you're putting it on your quarterback.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. The Jaguars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. There's a crease. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, South Alabama. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop him.
He'll bring it out. It's White. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Dropping back, it's Crowder. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Griffin. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking for space, it's Phillips. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Hauls it in. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. He gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll take it on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. get back to what you were doing that built this lead, probably.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Swings it out to the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times...
A shot toward the end zone. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way, but...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. And they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Bringing the heat, and to get rid of it quickly.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Finds his man down the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Trojans!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the extra point is good. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Phillips. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And the Jaguars getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here.
Touchdown, South Alabama! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we could debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
There he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They just dialed up 1 big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the option. Quarterback keep. The pitch. Here's a little room there. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Davenport. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We check in with Holly Rowe.
The Trojans head coach told me at the half. Coach has asked his team in the locker room at the half to get back in control of this game. They are so excited to be playing in this rivalry matchup, a game they won the last time these 2 teams met. But right now, on the road, they have got to be sharp and focused, make sure execution is a priority here to start the 3rd quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things feel here from the sideline when we come back. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Leaves it with the back. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Doing it himself again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Crowder. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Malone. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Jaguars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Looking for room. It's Phillips. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The run inside. It's Malone. Could be an alley.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play. Ball right in his hands.
Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Jaguars are flying down the field. Off the RPO, complete. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line. coming up with back-to-back explosive plays. Here they are, first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. Trying to punch it in. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense. And the Jaguars will try to convert on fourth down. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. One more time on fourth and goal. Tries it on the sneak. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on fourth down.
Now, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout, working that left side. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. Running inside, it's Griffin. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Crowder. Got a man, it's Tate. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's sacked. Took him a while to get there, but you have got to get the ball out in that situation.
Great job in coverage by the defense. He just had nowhere to go with the ball.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Off the boot, looking for his man. Caught in the backfield, it's Griffin. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job of understanding when to get them.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll run it to the right. And they swarm him under.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Here's the pressure. Makes the grab.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Under fire. Breaks loose. Breaks into the open. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep...
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. It's complete. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. Here's a heat. He gets away, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Troy!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up all. The whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch, man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Jaguars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Trojans decide to use their 1st timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Touchdown, Jaguars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the...
He's going to take a shot. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive. QB's got to be great with his eye.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. 1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Randolph. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. To the air, it's Crowder. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. Fitted in the window for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.